Okay, so you are probably on day 9 or day 10 here. You would have just finished writing your closing paragraph. What's going to happen now is you all are going to need to go through and check your spelling, make sure all your sentences make sense, and go through and see what you would change. After you have gone through and made those changes, you are going to begin typing on a Google Doc your what's it called? Oh, your paper. Something that I want to make sure that you all understand because many of you did this with our Christmas story, and I want to make sure that you understand that you do not start your each paragraph by telling what it is. So where it says introduction, you're just going to start typing. You're not going to write introduction or beginning or middle. So for your final draft, you're going to go through and you're going to put them all together just like I'm doing here. We're not going to say paragraph 1. No, you're just going to start reading a new paragraph. Normally when there's an indent or an indentation, you are there's kind of just a natural pause in what you're reading. And so then I'm going to go down here. I'm going to delete paragraph 2 and take this up. Whoop, oops, I took it up too far. There we go. I'm going to take this up. Oh, crowd. No! No! Stop it. Trying to get this to come up. Okay, I'm going to delete where it says paragraph 3 because we do not put that on our final drafts. That is just to kind of help you guys split up your paper, but your final draft needs to be put all together, kind of wrapped up and all pretty looking. So I'm going to go through here and I'm going to read it and make some changes and revise and edit. Here, I'm going through and just some of the parts that don't really make sense. I'm changing. You need to do this with your own. If you read your research paper out loud and you stumble over things, that means something doesn't make sense in your head, which means it doesn't make sense on paper. So you need to make sure that you are getting that understood. So I'm going to read through this, and when I stop, I'm going to make any changes if I stumble over things. So did you know that Earth is the only planet that can support human life? That means that only Earth has what we need in order to live. Without the support from Earth, we couldn't survive. You all have lived on a planet your entire life. This makes it important to know about the other planets around us. Read this paper in order to learn about how Earth was discovered, what it looks like, and how it is different from other planets. Keep reading to learn all about it. To begin, it is important to know how the planets were discovered. Earth has a very special discovery because no one is really sure when it was found. People have always been on Earth. No one is sure who discovered Earth either. We do know how Earth was named, though. Earth was named almost 1,000 years ago. Although we do not know who came up with the name, Earth is the only planet not named after a god. The word Earth actually means ground. Although we do not know much about how Earth was found, there is still a lot of information to be learned about this planet. Another interesting part about Earth is how it looks. Earth's looks make it unique. Earth is the only planet that has water. It is called an ocean planet. Earth, like other planets, has volcanoes, mountains, and valleys. Earth also has an atmosphere made up of nitrogen and oxygen. This helps us to breathe and stay safe from meteorites. Earth is the third planet from the sun. It takes light from the sun 8 minutes to reach Earth. The tilt of Earth on its axis makes what we call seasons. Whatever part of tilted Earth is closest to the sun has warmer weather. The tilted part that is not closest to the sun has colder weather. Earth is also the fifth largest planet and is about 8,000 miles through the center. Earth is made up of 4 different layers. The very center of Earth is the inner core. This is made up of nickel and iron. It is very, very hot at almost 9,800 degrees. Next comes the outer core, which goes around the inner core. Then is the mantle. This is the thickest layer of Earth and is said to be like melted caramel, thick and gooey. Lastly, there is the crust. This is the ground that we all stand on. It is 19 miles thick. One thing is for sure, Earth is a beauty. Earth is the only planet that supports life, which makes it an important planet to humans. Earth also has other special qualities that make it important. The first is that Earth does not have any rings, but it is the only planet to have just one moon. A day on Earth lasts 24 hours because that is how long it takes the moon to orbit around Earth. A year is 365 days because that is how long it takes Earth to orbit around the sun. It is believed that Earth moves at about 1,000 miles per hour. All these things make Earth even more special to us. There are a lot of facts out there about Earth. We are constantly adding more things to the list. In this paper, you learned about what Earth looks like. You also learned about how Earth was named. One of the most interesting facts talked about was how Earth was the only planet with water. To learn even more about Earth, check out this book, 1000 Facts About Earth by Moira Butterfield. What is another planet you're interested in learning about? A couple things before we sign off, and I let you start typing this all on your own. As I was reading, I went through and made some changes. You need to make changes to your rough draft. If things don't make sense, go back through them. Also, your book title needs to be underlined, okay? When we are talking about the title of a book, it gets underlined. So, 1000 Facts About Earth is underlined, and also take note that my words are capitalized. So make sure that you are setting up that correctly. Now, I'm going to sign off here and let you all start typing. Well, I guess you're going to finish editing and revising, then you can start typing. Go ahead and get this project wrapped up. We are so excited to read what you all have learned about your different planets.